Good evening. My name is Dennis Taylor. I live at 68 Pinecrest Drive. I'm here because my stepson Ethan Henderson, 15 years of age, came to me and he's involved with the intercession. I foolishly signed a permission slip. I was busy. I saw maybe something sexual content. I was saying, no, teenagers kissing. That was naive of me. So I have removed my permission. So there's an open slot, just so you know if you need to fill it. As I was listening to the discussion of this book, again we're back to the theme that we can have 350 good pages, but 5 disgusting and depraved pages, and it still works out. Well, that's certainly not the way you folks work. The teachers are judged on a daily basis. The students are judged on a daily basis. I understand a few years back there was a leader in a local community who was the head of a school who presumably did 364 out of 365 days. Well, allegedly he was arrested for drunken driving. I don't know all the facts, but I think he was removed. In other words, 364 out of 365 days didn't cut it for that particular school and that particular leader. All right, so as a public service, just so that we all really understand what we're talking about, and for the viewers, and since I don't really know what the level is here in terms of what you can and cannot say to what age, I guess I'd say moms and dads are watching. If your kid is, how do you think, is it 5 years old that this is okay for? 10? I don't really know. So maybe, because I'm going to read some of this material that no one else seems willing to. So please, send your kids to bed. All right.
I say that with the book you say this, we are taking the book out. I just don't want him to read.
You don't want me to read the book? This is what you would have given my 15-year-old child to read. And you're telling me I can't read it in here among adults?
Reading it out loud over TV is...
Well, what? I've said, please send your children to bed. What more can I do? I'm not trying to shock any child. I'm trying to prevent that. That's all I can do. So please, I'll wait a moment if you'd like. Put them to bed, so forth. Now that we're adults in the room, can we please read what we've got? Or is it too embarrassing for me to do so? It's your call, Mrs. Gagnon. Which would you prefer me to do? Is this too much? Is this too hot for me to read here among the adults?
Well, there's something to be said about reading aloud as opposed to someone just reading quickly through a section. And
if I could, he has a right to say what he would like to say. This is public comments, and he has a right to say it, and let him...
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I appreciate that. All right, page 134. Oh, God, she's touching me. It. Stroking experimentally. I prop myself up on my elbows and look down. It's limp. A tiny pink turtle hiding in its shell. It also seems to be stuck to my leg. She peels it free, delves both her hands beneath my thighs to spread them, and reaches down for my balls. She rests them on one hand, juggling them like eggs while she examines my penis. It flops hopelessly under her manipulations while I watch, mortified. The other woman, now there's only one again, how the hell am I ever going to keep that straight, lies next to me on the bed. She fishes a skinny breast from her dress and lifts it to my mouth. She rubs it all over my face. Now her lipstick mouth is coming at me, a gaping maw with tongue extended. I turn my head to the right where there is no woman. Then I feel a mouth close around the head of my penis. I gasp. The women giggle, but it's a purring sound, an encouraging sound, as they continue trying to get a response. Oh, God, she's sucking it, for God's sake. I'm not going to be able to, oh, God, I need to. And then he throws up. Okay. Watching most of you at this meeting talk about the quality of the book and so forth, well, I'm really stunned. I'm not surprised. I'm stunned that this does not rise to a level where you notice the depravity and you want to take immediate steps. I want to commend Mr. Collette for having the common sense and common decency to say, hey, can we please pull this? And if you're wondering, of course I'm going to be going to start the process. I'm going to take another 2.5 months of my life to try to remove this. And I hope this time, if it is removed, that there'll be policy and procedure changes, so that people like me, people that are sitting in the audience, don't have to waste our time doing what should be your job. Thank you.
It's already been removed. It's already been removed. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I was not aware of it. But again, it should never have been there in the first place. You should never have wasted a nickel on this book, purchasing it or preparing a teacher for it. So I hope you learned your lesson. Thank you.
What, Mr. Hagan?
I'd just like to clarify that Mr. Hagan says he left you a message at your home this afternoon letting you know that the book was pulled. So,
Okay, but you still put it there in the first place.
so did you receive the message? Okay, so it's there for you with the, okay, so,
Thank you.
all right. Does anybody else have any comments?